Hello, folks. If y'all can hear my voice, let me know in the chat. It's actually been quite a while since I have streamed from Windows, and it's been a while since I have streamed No Man's Sky as well. Partly because it kind of looked like it didn't work so well, maybe, because it was using Vulkan. Cool, okay, someone in the chat says, we can hear you, thank you. Well then. Well, yeah, I really just kind of wanted to, just run around here since it's been a long time since I streamed No Man's Sky. And I'm looking at the stream on my phone, and it does seem to be working pretty nicely. The problem before they added Vulkan capture support is that it seemed like it was, I don't know, yeah, it would hit these big lag spikes or something. I don't know. But anyway. Cool. Is there a way I can pause? Like, I don't want to be looking at the video on my phone here. Like, I don't need to see the video. I just kind of want to see the chat, since I don't have any kind of a slick setup. Maybe. Well, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Disconnected from chat. No, I don't want to be disconnected from chat. There we go. Okay, well, anyway. Well, yeah, geez, what all has changed? I don't even know. Yeah, I'm not going to attempt to catch people up on what I've been doing in this game since the last time I streamed. Probably a couple hundred hours of playing. Yeah, I thought that I might... One idea for something that I had to do. My volume is lower than the game volume. Thank you for letting me know that, as it is not super easy to tell on my end. Yeah, and that's... Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to fix that, like, for real. Like, I guess I could knock the game volume down to half. Because, yeah, it's also kind of loud, and the game is also kind of loud in my headphones. Let's try that. Cool, and yeah, let me know how that is. Yeah, one idea for something I thought of to do as a little stream is just go to a totally random star system and visit every planet in it. And maybe just to make it fun, pick one that has the maximum of 6 planets. Actually, see, since I've been looking for... I'm in a particularly lonely, undiscovered region of space. I sought this part of the Euclid galaxy out. And I've been looking for a single planet system with a single dead planet in it. This is not that, though. But I had to warp into this system to see. Yeah, looks like it's a boiling planet. Probably has stormy weather because it has activated indium rather than regular indium. Activated elements tend to be on planets with really stormy weather. So yeah, let's find a a star system with 6 planets. All right, that looks like it has 6 planets. That'll do. Looks like it's a Viking system. And yeah, I'm flying around in my living ship. I played that whole quest and hatched a living ship from the void egg. pretty cool, you know. Alright, so we've got a Hyperborean, aka icy planet. We've got this, which is a frothing planet. Okay, that's a type of anomaly world. So we've got another ice world here. Icy planet. There's the starbase. It is a life-incompatible planet. That just means a barren planet, I think. And then we've got a high-energy planet, aka a radioactive planet. And that's that. And it looks like we've got one planet that's hiding behind this other one that's very close to us. So let's go see what that one is. And yeah, what the hey, I'll stick to my original premise and try to visit each one of these. Right, that is a corrosive planet. And let's see here, did we... It looks like we warped in near just somebody's freighter fleet warping in. You can see their frigates. Nope. I am not recruiting right now. I already got my own fleet. Not looking to add to it. All right, so yeah, let's go to Nahilp 19, the corrosive planet. It looks like it is a planet with some water. Looks like it has like kind of orangish colored water and maybe like brown terrain. Fungal mold. It's just the biome-specific plant. And it has high but not extreme sentinel activity, so the sentinels will be a little bit more of a jerk, a little bit more jerky to us, but not horribly so. Oh, look at this, yeah. Space encounter. Ooh, look at this. That, I believe, is a void egg upgrade, and the thing that you do with these is that you shoot them. They only show up when you're in your living ship, and you shoot them, and then they give you a new upgrade. And what is the Singularity Cortex? Oh yeah, sweet, okay, yeah. It looks like this is a hyperdrive upgrade-ish type thing, and we can spend nanites to take it from a C to a B grade. B to an A, and then an A to an S. And yeah, now our hyperdrive range on the living ship here is actually pretty good, so that was a highly worthwhile stop. And yeah, those kinds of space encounters where you're pulsing along between planets here and a random thing will pop up and you can drop out of pulse speed to encounter it is something that they added with the most recent update, the living ship update. Alright, well, yeah. Yeah, it looks like the water level on this planet is relatively high, and we've got just kind of a distribution of land masses, and yeah, this all looks kind of rivery. Actually, it's just kind of small little lakes. Okay, so the ground is actually quite red here. We've got kind of an orangish sky. Yeah, it's all just very orange. Well, yeah, let's check out a place to land here. I don't know, like, see if there's anything interesting going on here. Looks like these formations spin around. Let's see them a little better. Yeah, this formation right here is a Perlin worm. It's a type of generation algorithm. And anytime you see terrain that looks like a big snaky kind of shape. That is a purlin worm. And it's got kind of a different color here. So that's what we're seeing coming up out of this otherwise red terrain. Relatively steep hills. And yeah, can I see anything cool from here? Any destinations of interest, potentially. I'm kind of just seeing the usual sort of like mineral deposits and stuff. Should I lift off again? Yeah, sure, let's lift off. It's kind of a blue haze on this planet as well, so it sort of contributes its own little thing to the color palette. There's some relatively interesting terrain shapes here. Alright, looks like there's something over there. What could it be? Oh, it's a little drop pod. Well, I don't know if I care about drop pods really, as my inventory is totally maxed out. Normally those are like little pods and you can go and if you can unlock them with a certain combination of resources, then it will give you a new inventory slot. So it's useful in like the early to mid game as you're still building out your inventory space and all that. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of structures on this planet so far, but you know, they're out there. These little trailer type things. Yeah, two more little trailers. I do like the two-tone nature of these the terrain here. That's another drop pod. Wow, we're running into a lot of these. I got a little island here. It's kind of cute. Oh no, it's not an island. It's a peninsula. All right, that just looks like it's just the tiniest of little save points. I was sort of looking for like something that's more of an actual building to get out and explore, rather than just these little kind of dots on the landscape. Yeah, this terrain is pretty inhospitable. Let's just go ahead and land here. Oh hey, it's Cheese. Welcome. Yeah, I'm just kind of tooling around a totally random little toxic fungal world. There's not a whole lot going on here. I was sort of expecting to find some structures or something, but not much of that. Oh. Oh, there be dragons here. That's a bunch of them. Pretty cool. Sure, let's go across this. This looks like a... Yeah, these lakes are very, very shallow. Oh, God. A little flicker as I get close to the surface. Are there any bees in No Man's Sky? If there are, there aren't enough. There are not... I mean, there are small flying insects, but they're not especially bee-like. There is absolutely a honeycomb-type anomaly world that is fairly rare, but it is very cool to see. Okay, well, we've got another, even bigger type of dragon here. So those are pretty majestic to see. Pretty cool. And yeah, just the usual alien plants and so forth. Are there any points of interest around here? Not that we need them, but there's a submerged relic down there. Is that... Oh, it's underwater. Oh yeah, these. Yeah, these are from... This object is from very, very old and far back in the game. It was actually in 1.0. It was called an aquasphere then. Whereas now, I think it's just something that you interact with. Yeah, and then you get some chloride crystals. So, but yeah, it used to be aquasphere was this item. They've updated this game enough times, and they've sort of retooled the balance and so forth, such that like certain objects that you could previously collect have just gone away. Alright, there's poop smeared on this capsule pod or something, I guess. Okay. More dragons going overhead? Yeah. And I was sort of hoping that there would be... Armored clam. That must be in an underwater cave. Or, no, maybe it's just in a... Yeah, maybe it's just in a... Oh, yeah. Yeah, because this water is shallow. So there must be an underwater cave around here that clam is sitting in. Well, I'm going to use my terrain manipulator here and just dig down into that. Okay, we've hit the bottom here. Wow, and there's like a, yeah, there's like a geothermal vent down here or something. Wild. Okay, there we go. There's our cave system. Okay, yeah, so who knew, but this was like right under us the whole time. And yeah, there's just this underwater cave system kind of thing, and I'm already lost. Okay, this is like almost a closed system. Oh, wait, there's our clam. There's our clams. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of them. Well, the thing that you do with these is you pop them open with your, use your mining beam and they pop open. They reveal their pearl, but you gotta be quick and grab that pearl out of them before they snap shut. There's also these things. That's just a underwater vent. And yeah, So yeah, some dangerous stuff here. Dangerous stuff for sure. Yeah, this game, planets in this game do have, there are some very big oceans, but then there's also, I can't remember where I came in. Gotta recharge my oxygen here. Why doesn't it let me recharge that from the quick menu? Oh yes, okay, here we go. This is where we came in. Oh. There we go. And yes, of course, I did have to buy the Rainbow Jetpack upgrade. Okay, alright, well it looks like the sun went down while we were out there. And yeah, we've got a nice purple magenta sort of sky. And yeah, let's head back to the ship. I could call the ship down, but that's not as much fun. Whoa. This is an interesting artifact. It's sort of right at the level of depth that the water shader decides, makes very different decisions about how to render it. Night dragons. Alright, and there's our ship waiting for us. So yeah, I do like how different this planet looks at night versus during the day. It goes from being extremely red and orange to being kind of blue and magenta. That's neat. Top up my environmental protection here. Okay, well, that was Nahilp 19 XIX. And yeah, I think this planet was sort of at the outer edge of this star system because now we can see the other 5 planets in it. And yeah, what do we have here? Which planet should I go to next? Okay, so we've got a barren planet. We've got 2 ice planets. Frothing planet, and I forget what else. Yeah, radioactive planet. Let's go to one of these ice planets first. And yeah, this warp is going to be a while. But maybe we'll run into stuff on the way. I hope we do. It's almost like 2 minutes of pulsing. Yeah, I have heard that there might be a bug with that there might be a bug with the occurrence rate of these space encounters. Because yeah, like when I'm in my living ship, I encounter very few of them, and the few that I do encounter are ones like those upgrade eggs. And then I've heard from other people that when you're flying a non-living ship, you do get like the regular frequency of space encounters. And if so, that is a bummer. Because yeah, the space encounters that they added in the latest update are very cool. And it would just be a shame to have anything be limiting those artificially. It's a trader. Alright, what do you got, buddy? You got vortex cubes, platinum. I forget if I... Sure, I'll buy some vortex cubes off you. I don't know. And you know what? Sure, I'll buy some of your specific little Viking treasures and stuff. Yeah, so this planet does not look like it has any water on it. Yeah, icy planets are sort of unfortunate in recent versions of the game, just because they, compared to other planet biomes, they tend to look the most similar to one another. So there's this real feeling with ice planets of like, if you've seen one, you've seen them all. Now, I mean, there's a big difference between ones that have water versus not water, and ones that have different colors of water and different skies and stuff, but, oh, look at this, wow. Okay, so there are 2 crashed freighters here. That is one crashed freighter, and that is another crashed freighter. And they both look like they're of similar types or something. Maybe they're part of the same fleet. That, I'm kind of fan-fictioning there, but yeah. And then there's also like a little structure here with a little landing pad, so I guess we'll land at that. Okay, I see a very large teddy bear type creature. What is your deal, buddy? Like a big teddy bear with a little bird beak. Just adorable. And its behavior is docile, so it's not a threat. So that's always nice. Yeah, look at these. Yeah, these are just like little parrot Ewok type things. Hey y'all, what's your deal? What do y'all like to eat? Scented herbs. I got some of those. No. Have some scented herbs, y'all. You love it. You love it. Yeah. Gently milk. Okay, I guess I will gently milk this creature. Warm proto-milk. Interesting. Okay, well, this is a type of resource that I haven't seen before, so I'm going to swallow my interested in new friend. Yeah, alright. Well, cool, yeah. Are y'all, like... Y'all are making, like, a little making sound animation, but I'm not hearing anything. Maybe... Oh, look, and that's a baby one. Little baby Yoda. Alright, well, cool. Yeah. Milk sacs depleted. Yeah, what is the stuff that I got off of them? Warm proto-milk. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that means, honestly. Alright, it looks like some of these creatures will be milkable again. Alright. I'm going to once again gently milk It's so weird. It's a weird thing that I'm doing with y'all, but y'all seem to be okay with it. And yeah, I can feed you creature pellets, but creature pellets always just seem like kind of a basic sort of food. I don't know. Is that too cheapo? Yeah, being able to milk the child is weird. It's very weird. I don't know. Yeah, cool. Alright, well... Yeah, they're curious about me. Yeah, I've made friends. And then these things are altogether bigger. Yeah, wow, there's just a lot of bipedal life forms on this planet. So that's really something. Let's go check out this structure here. This is a Viking structure, I guess. Nobody's home. Just various little bits of stuff to collect. I've learned nothing new from this Viking encyclopedia because I am already fluent in all of this junk. Sure, yeah, I guess I can use this to, oh yeah, sure. Let's see. Let's see, times 3 times 6 times 4 is 24. 24 times 5 is 120, so 120 times 6 would be... 720? Yes. Alright. Yeah, that's kind of a cool... Okay, yeah, there's a distress signal. I guess we can go check that out. I mean, also, those 2 freighters went down, so we can salvage those, but I've done enough freighter salvage in my time that I'm not super... Rewards for that don't tend to be super great, and also, this is my main save game, and I just have a ridiculous amount of resources. And yeah, once again, learned nothing new of the language because I'm fluent. All right, yeah, let's go check out the distress signal. Just see what that's all about. Ooh, it is an hour away. Let's go up. Let's go into space, where you can cover large distances very quickly. I don't care that there's a criminal nearby. Probably did nothing wrong. Alright, so we're going over the night side of the planet. And yeah, I do like that this planet this is more purplish than I see a lot of snow planets being. Of course that went away now that we're down in the atmosphere. Alright, yeah, what's this all about? Yeah, that looks like a shipwreck. Let's have a look. The Omen of the Gek is the ship. And yeah, there's usually some little encounter here. 2 warrior corpses lie across the control panel, clearly flung there by the impact of the crash. I'm no expert, but they seem to be of different genders. Perhaps they were a mating couple. Perhaps they were co-pilots. Whatever their story, it is now ended. Geez, that's sad. Well, I guess there's not really a wrong answer with these, I guess. I guess I'll search the bodies. Holo locket of its mate. And some valuable knowledge. And I guess I already have that knowledge, but... Okay, yeah, just super sad story here, yeah. And yeah, the ship itself... yeah, not a bad shuttle. Yeah, decent amount of tech slots. Yeah, so if I did have a free ship slot in my own fleet, then I would potentially just like fix this up and fly it to a starbase for salvage, but the money in that isn't that great, and I also, you know, I don't have a free ship slot, so I couldn't actually. I would have to swap it, which I am definitely not going to do. So I'm going to leave this ship alone for somebody else to find. And yeah, I do wish, yeah, Cheese asks if we can build some sort of monument, and I don't know, yeah, like it does seem like it would be nice. I think we can do this. It's, okay. Alright, well, yeah, we left a little comm ball. And, you know, other players will see the icon for that ball, and they'll, you know, if they come and see what it is, then they will find a shipwreck, and maybe it'll be useful to them. Alright, got some birds flying around this planet. Alright, well, yeah, that was a little adventure that we had. Pirates trying to jack us up. I have so much money I could just give them what they want. Okay. Alright. Pirates just made 7 million units off me. Okay. Well, is that the planet that we came from? I'll bet it is. Go to the barren planet. It is less likely to be exciting, but you know, I said I was going to visit all the planets in this system, so might as well. How's the video quality on the stream holding up? That was one of my main points in streaming. Like, it doesn't. I feel like I would have seen y'all complaining if there had been like big lag spikes and stuff like that. But it seems like that's not the case. It's pretty grainy. Okay, that might actually be, but it's not like the thing I was seeing before with No Man's Sky was like just massive hitches. Yeah, I could probably bump up the quality. My internet is good enough that I could probably like jack up the actual bit rate. I suspect that's what's low right now, and that is why it is grainy. All right, well, yeah, this is a pretty typical dead planet, and yeah, let's land on top of a little hill here. So we can have a view. I said land on top of the hill. Lots of compression artifacting on this planet. I mean, there are like these dust clouds and stuff. So yeah, I do wonder if that's something that the codec has a hard time with. Yeah. It's real lonesome and melancholy here. But, you know, that can be nice. Yeah, so dead planets. Not much to say about them. They have low gravity, so a little bit of jetpack. You can tell that, like, yeah, gravity affects you really differently here, and only a little tap on your jetpack will take you pretty far. So that's cool. They have caves. You know. Sometimes those caves end in a dead end, as happens. Seeing the nearby ice planet up in the sky. That's the toxic world that we came from. And, yeah. Oh yeah, Whispering Egg. So I'm not going to disturb this, but this does contain, like, disturbing this will summon up an alien xenomorph type creature. Does No Man's Sky give you any options for terraforming? No, you can't change, like, the fun. If what you mean by that is, like, can you turn this planet into, like, a different kind of planet with, like, plants growing on it and stuff? No, you definitely cannot do that. I could build a base here, and I could artificially plant some plants, but yeah. And then, you know, obviously the terrain manipulator lets me, like, you know, I can scoop terrain, I can create terrain. I just instinctively started there we go. There we go. Yeah, so you can very easily do that. Oh yeah, and then there's a relatively recently added flatten mode. It's cool. Yeah, you can just, if you just want a nice flat patch of ground, that is. And then you can restore. You can heal up from the. You can basically restore it back to. The game remembers what is naturally occurring terrain versus what you've edited. So, yeah. I can flatten that out. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that Whispering Egg, yeah, I don't know. I don't, like, those things are, they're not super dangerous, but they do come after you, and they're bitey. They'll fight you, and you can definitely kill them if you. They can definitely kill you if you. It's pretty easy to get overwhelmed. Woo. Yeah. Well, that's a dead planet for you. Refuel the old living ship takeoff jets. Yeah, and the terrain on this one is pretty flat. Like, sometimes, you know, the usual variations in procedural terrain exist with these. So sometimes you do get dead planets with very tall mountains and so forth. But yeah, this one's pretty flat. It's pretty desolate. Yeah, Cheese says, I wasn't sure when I first started playing. The terrain manipulator seemed to position things as a bend worlds to your will rather than a find an existence in a world's existing state. Yeah, and he continues, feels like a colonial jerk move to show up on a planet and kill its eggs for no reason. Yeah, right. I mean, there is sort of a sense in No Man's Sky that you are, like, bending worlds to your will. Your ability to affect them in a broad scale way is very limited. But yeah, it is sort of, you know, there is sort of an undercurrent of like spaces here for you to harvest resources from and stuff like that. It also just like there's so little of a concept of scarcity, you know, like there's always like space is infinitely big. Even a single planet has just an effectively infinite range of resources, albeit of only certain types, so that you want to go around to different kinds of planets and stuff like that. Yeah, so, yeah, you know, I don't think it has like a super, let's see, is this the planet that I've been to? Yes, that's the one I discovered. Leaf incompatible. That's the radioactive planet. Let's see, okay, so this one's 51 away. That one is 50. Okay, so these are about equally far apart. Yeah, let's go to the radioactive planet. Let's see what that's like. I haven't spent a lot of time playing, but I've gotten that sense that individual planets can be rich enough that you can just spend all your time in one place if that's what you wanted to do, says Cheese. Yeah, that is basically, you know, the main thing that keeps you moving from planet to planet is that if you are doing stuff involving like crafting or building that does require resources, you do need to travel around to a bunch of different kinds of planets to get the resources for that. And then also just variety, you know, like the drive to see different kinds of things is definitely, you know, a significant factor, you know, and that is kind of built into the game's design to some extent. So yeah, this is a radioactive planet. Stuff tends to be a little more freaky here. We've got some floating islands. Those are pretty common. And then we've just stumbled onto a trading post, so... Alright, yeah. Some other ships coming in for a landing. Got some Viking hanging out here. What up? Yep. And yeah, if you're ever like, you know, I have all the fancy ships that I really need. But if you're shopping for ships, this is a good place to do it, because you can just see like, okay, this is a Class C ship with 23 slots and 4 tech slots. That's a Class B fighter craft. You know, all that kind of stuff. And I don't necessarily really like have any commerce that I need to carry out here. There's the trade goods. Yeah. Again, I just already have so much resources that I'm a little interested in when you're anytime you get these floating islands, I'm always interested in like how it interacts with the main part of the terrain. All right, I see some creatures running. That there might be some trouble along the local wildlife. All right, they're running. Are they running away from something? Their behavior is wary. You go. Oh, you've got little lights on you. Uh-oh. This crab looks like it might be up to no good. Yep, its behavior is bold, which probably means that it's a predator. This also seems like a predator. Patient hunter. Yeah, so yeah, some of these creatures will definitely attack us. That's just how they do. And yeah, these radioactive planets definitely do have like these kind of vents. And yeah, they're not like killing my suit protection or anything, so... Uh-oh. Oh yeah, geez, it's hunting. Just killed that poor creature. Alright, well I'm gonna stay out of their way. Okay, these are rocks actually. I thought they were I thought they were flora, but they are in fact, they are living stone. Frozen in time. Made out of ferrite and uranium. Oh, yeah, that's an interesting feature right there. Oh geez, don't attack me, buddy. Buddy, I'm just gonna walk away from you. I ain't got time to be fighting no creatures. I have a jetpack. Where are you now, buddy, huh? Forge of the Viking. Yep, that's a fighter ship. That's an explorer craft. Quite a wingspan on that one. The Birth of Inevitability. Void Dancer. Good ship names. That is also a mineral that kind of looks like a plant, but you know, with these radioactive planets, you never know what you're getting. Stripey. Is every ship for sale? Yeah, I think you can pretty much walk up to any ship and at least offer to purchase it. How about you? Hey, buddy. How much for the ship? That's not a bad ship. Okay. Yeah, it's 24 mil. But again, yeah, I don't have any free ship slots, so it would not make sense for me to buy this. Yeah, but I think pretty much any ship you see that's owned by an NPC, you can walk up and make him an offer. Full up on navigation data, huh? Yep. That's my freighter. Alright, well, not too exciting, this irradiated world, but people sure are living on it. Is this the dead planet that I've already been to? I think it is. Yeah. What else we got here? Yeah, let's go to the frothing planet. Space station in the way, so I think the game is trying to fly us towards that. Which let's just avoid here. I'm gonna shoot for the daylight half of this planet. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is my scanner called this a frothing planet, and I'm pretty sure this is an anomaly world with these bubbles, yes. So yeah, There are many types of anomaly worlds. They all have like weird stuff on them. They tend to have more unusual terrain generation features. And yeah, this one has bubbles. Very narrow thing that I can maybe land on. Maybe shouldn't. And yeah, I think these bubbles you can just fly through, right? Yeah. You can just fly right through them. Oh, the sun's going down. Little donut. Oh, geez. Don't want to get stuck in there. Yeah, just bubbles. It's bubbles everywhere. Yeah, this terrain is pretty wild. It's gentle rolling hills and then just tons of, and then just occasional little spire type things. And spheres made of iron. I'm going to try and tunnel into this thing. See if I can get like into the middle of it. Yeah, okay, as I suspected. Yeah, so this is just like, this formation is basically a big donut. It's like an elliptical donut shape. And yeah, we're down in the middle of it right now, but I don't know if our jet, I don't know if we have quite enough jetpack to get fully out of this, but give it a try. And yeah, we can kind of cling to the wall here and use our jetpack to scooch our way up here. Okay. So yeah, that was a thing. And yeah, this is honestly, it's somewhat Dead Planet-like, you know? Some of these anomaly worlds. Some of them are very, very dense with weird objects. But this one is pretty wide open. Is that like a cloud shadow that's moving across? I think it is, yeah. Yeah, these bubbles look kind of creepy at night because they're just kind of being rim lit. I can actually go into photo mode here and reposition the sun. And yeah, this is what it looks like during the daytime. So you can see the bubbles have this sort of iridescence to them. Yeah. But no, it is nighttime. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next planet. Dead planet we went to. That's the radioactive planet, I believe. Yeah. That's the icy planet. And yeah, I think that just leaves the other ice planet, right? The right way here. Corrosive planet. There it is. Okay. Yeah, alright. Well, let's fly through this planet's ring towards the ice planet. The sixth and final planet of this system that we haven't explored yet. Yeah, I dig the purple cast that this planet has when you're up when you're in orbit and in the high atmosphere. And I'm sad that it becomes just the standard like bluish white once you get down through the atmosphere. I feel like a little bit more color variation, like having a world with like lavender snow, I don't know, just more color variations, I think would be cool. I don't think people would freak out if there was snow that wasn't always bluish to some extent on ice planets. And yeah, this kind of looks like that first ice planet we visited. It's got some slightly different terrain features and stuff. So it's got some floating islands. Just a little location marker, save point kind of thing. Not super exciting. That's a structure. This thing. I guess is this a yeah, this is a manufacturing facility kind of thing. And look, there are like weird flying snake type creatures on this planet. I really wish these things moved on more of a like they actually deformed along a spline. Just because right now, you know, you can tell that they're just like a mesh rotating, you know, just translating. Whereas if they kind of curled around like an eel swimming in water or something, that would look cooler. But it would also be more intensive, and you know, this game is splitting its computing resources around a lot of different things, including meshing an entire procedural voxel planet. So, you know, I can understand if they don't have tons of CPU to throw it, or GPU to throw it random stuff. That's an impressive rock formation. These little stocky dinosaurs. I don't know. I don't really need to break in here. I mean, I guess I could. This is my cheeseball way of... Yeah, so I can smash down the door, run in here, and then the sentinels can't follow you in here. And I just wait for their alert to die down. And then I can deal with the thing on my own time. Okay. Wow, okay. It's not clear what the right decision here is, but... Okay, and that didn't resolve the alarm situation here. Well, I don't know if I did good necessarily, but I also don't think there was a clear-cut right and wrong answer to that situation. Woo! Yeah, this planet doesn't seem to have, or at least this area doesn't seem to have very dense forests or anything. Snow cave? Nope. Just a little sinkhole. Coming at me, buddy? Oh no. Murderous creature. Well, it's the cycle of life, you know. That's life on NATO 50/H2. Most other planets in this multiverse. What is this? Is an interesting, weird terrain feature. Let's go check that out. Cheese says it's a Dimetrodon bobcat eat Dimetrodon bobcat world. Yeah, it's true. It's exactly what it is. Yeah, not seeing much in the way of structures or anything. Yeah, so we've got a bit of a hill-type formation here, and then just a very wiggly, crinkly, weird little floating island. Yeah, look at that thing. I like that, there's sort of this vocal contingent within the No Man's Sky community that earlier versions of the game, before the summer of 2018 update, had more interesting terrain generation. And there's some specific things that they point to. Or actually, it's not very specific what they point to, but sometimes when somebody posts footage from 1.0 or, you know, any old version of the game, you know, and a lot of times they're talking about this kind of thing, where like the terrain is just doing something strange and, yeah, just, you know, yeah, just kind of strange. get onto the top of this? Yeah. Use an easy jetpack. And this is steep. It's actually a little hard to tell that you are on top of a big funky thing right now, but then you see the edge of it and you're like, oh yeah. Yeah, sort of a Metrodon jackal sort of. Well, yeah, we are certainly high up, and that gives us a nice view of the surrounding countryside. It's like a low plateau over there. Again, I don't see any structures, and I think they do draw from a reasonable distance. That's a rare plant. Or it's one of those plants that buffs you in some way. There's our ship back there. And yeah, we are high up above all this business. Yeah, wow, we're like higher up than those things are flying, and I don't know what these ships are doing, but they're... Yeah, what are they doing? Going somewhere. Well, yeah, that's cool. Let's see if I can fly over to these things. Oof, yeah, they have these lamprey mouths. Not pleasant. That's a good photo mode screenshot. Let's get up a little. I probably can't get multiple ones here in the frame. No! I didn't mean to... Dang it. I didn't mean to exit photo mode there. Alright, well, I'll take it. Alright, well yeah, that was a funky land squiggle that we were on there. Yeah, I should probably refill my life support. Yeah, I actually covered a fair amount of distance here. It's been like half the night since the sun went down on this planet. Looks like a cave entrance. What's up, little buddies? tends plants. That's sweet. Is this a cave entrance I'm going to regret looking in? It is not a cave entrance at all. So yeah, kind of. Alright, well, had a bit of a run around on that world. And, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let's go up to the star base and just park our ship and take stock and stuff, I guess. It's probably a good point to cut it. Excuse me. Just staying hydrated. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't really have anything that I want to sell. Oh, I think I used up the last of my scented herbs. I should make some more of those. Just in case some creature that I encounter in the future. Oh yeah, the purple light of the star system is lighting the inside of the space station in kind of an interesting way. I like that. What up? Yeah, actually I am in the market for some ammonia. Yeah. I have pretty big stocks of all the resources, but ammonia is like the one thing that I could stand to top up. Alright, well, you know, I am gonna call this, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night for streaming, but yeah, thanks so much for watching. Yeah, and OBS does seem to be able to capture nicely from No Man's Sky now, so that's good news. Next time I stream like this, I'll bump up the bitrate. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, have a good one. I hope all of y'all are well wherever you are, and yeah, stay safe, and yeah, stay good, and I will see y'all around. Cool, thanks y'all, bye.